Hello, Fantasy Goats. How are you this evening on this fine Tuesday, July 15th? I am your shepherd. Of course, that handsome individual to my right is the Commissioner Rhino. We've got a fantastic show in store for you. We're throwing out the caution flag.
Yep, we
We're
are.
putting out the caution sign. Are we right drafting these players? We've got about 6 to 8 of them for you. And I should also note, Rhino, this is in no way, shape, or form a draft recommendation,
No,
nor is it a pass recommendation.
no.
We could call this one, the big devil's advocate show.
Yeah.
That's really that. It's just some caution. Like, look, these are good players. These are proven. Most of them, at least for the list that I have, are good fantasy assets to have one way or another all across the board. But I mean, I'm gonna nitpick at them. Rhino's gonna nitpick at them.
Yes.
And,
Everybody has players like this too when
and,
they're
and,
drafting.
and all we're just presenting a case that why you should maybe have some caution. Nothing wrong with that. Let's get to some news and notes first
Yeah.
from around the league, and then we just jump right into it from there. Well, if you listened to last night's show, and we talked about Garrett Wilson getting his contract extension,
Yes.
and we were right on top of the fact that Sauce Gardner was going to be next, and Sauce Gardner was in fact next. The very next day, next.
Contract for him too. Nice.
Now that that's different. That's different debate. That's a different story. He's the highest paid cornerback per year. And look, it was again a good business move, good football move by the New York Jets, who are notorious for doing the opposite. They're actually getting this player now squared away, right? You don't have to worry about going into next off season with him like being eligible for arbitration, although it's not arbitration, but being whether he's going to be franchise tagged or him requesting a trade. Nope, all of that now is off the table. Sauce Gardner is going to be a Jet now for several years. And look, if there's one player that Aaron Glenn could really sink his teeth into, it would be Sauce Gardner.
Yeah.
I mean, Aaron Glenn is not he's not a receiver by trade, although he's guarded them plenty of times, and hence Aaron Glenn wanted Sauce Gardner. That's the end of that story. Yeah, so good business move. He is one of the best quarterbacks in the league.
So what do you think? Hold on. So what do you think that had a conversation going on X about this? So do you think they hold off for Breece Hall, or do you think they're going to wait to see where Kyron Williams and James Cook's maybe contracts look like before they even offer a contract to Breece Hall?
I think both could be true.
Yeah,
I do. I think both can be true. I don't necessarily think that they're going to follow suit with Breece Hall, nor do I think James Cook, nor do I think Kyron Williams is getting an extension anytime soon. I just don't think.
I think if Kyron does, it'll only be for like maybe a year, 2 at the most. That's it.
And okay, and if that's the case, I don't see the Jets being in that type of urgent rush. I don't see the Bills being in that urgent type of rush.
Right.
With the Rams, I mean, if they're really gonna crack a 3-year contract just to make Kyron Williams, I don't think they're gonna do. I don't.
I'll be 3. It'd be 2.
Kyron Williams is a 3rd-year pro, as is Brees Hall. No, Brees Hall is going into his 4th season. So is James Cook. Kyron Williams is in his 3rd season. He's really, as far as I'm concerned, he has no real leg to stand on for an extension at this time.
No, but this is his contract year. This is his rookie contract year, though, so he does.
How is this his contract year?
Because he is a 5th round draft choice.
So
the higher the draft choice, the less years generally on their contracts.
Isn't it just the difference of the 1st round draft picks getting 5 years and everyone else getting 4?
I don't think so. I don't know. I'm not expert at it. I think that's why.
I don't think that's it, to be quite honest with you, but I could be
I may be wrong. I don't know.
I'm under the impression, sitting here right now at 8:06 on July 15th, that once you're out of the 1st round, rounds 2 through 6, 7, all under the same duration of contract. But again, maybe Sniper could look it up for us, and we could very well be wrong. Maybe after the 3rd or 4th round, the contract's only for 3 years. I kind of feel like I would have heard that, known that by now. But in any event, again, I don't see the Jets squaring away Brees Hall now just because they squared away these two. I don't see the same situation with James Cook and the Bills. You're a lot more closer to Kyron and the Rams than I am, but I don't.
I just know they're in talks, and talks are progressing.
Look,
I know the initial report was Kyron said he wanted $15 million, and the Rams were like, nope, ain't gonna happen.
Oh, what's up, Region? What's up, Region Goats? There he is, man. There's the motherfucking goat. I bet Region may know this. If you're a rookie draft pick, not in the 1st round, so if you're a 2nd round rookie draft pick, if you're a 4th round rookie draft pick, or a 5th, so on and so forth, is the duration of your contract shorter as you become later of a selection? I'm not sure about that. But maybe Region, I bet you Region knows. If not, Sniper's looking it up for us. Well, here's the other thing too, Rhino. I mean, if he's got a really good agent, I mean, you could ask for anything you want, right?
Yeah.
I mean, your agent can add, let's get this done now. Teams seem to want to get shit done ahead of time, not wait till the expiration of the contract. I think rookie contract is rookie contract. Yeah, no, it is. But like, if you're a 1st round,
yeah.
if you're in the 1st round, if you're a 1st round draft pick, you get that 5th year option. You're a 5th year. You have 5 years that you're quote unquote property of the team.
So he was drafted in 2022. So this is his 4th year.
Oh, he was drafted in 2022. That's what it is, Rhino.
Yeah.
He didn't just he just popped. He popped in 2023.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Yes. And every again might be wrong. If you're a 2nd round pick, a 4th round pick, it's a 4-year contract.
And no, Mel, it's not all contracts are guaranteed, especially a late round draft choice.
Oh yeah, now that's the other big news, by the way. That's at team's discretion. That's at a team's discretion.
Yeah.
The guaranteed money is at that team's discretion for sure, and that's what we're seeing with the likes of Trey Harris.
Mm-hmm.
Might be related to Sniper. Might be related to Najee. Speaking of Najee, I want to get to Najee in a second too. Real quick. Yeah, no, the Trey Harris, we saw he's trying to get guaranteed money for being in the late round of that round, late second round.
Yeah.
Late 2nd round. He wants a fully guaranteed contract. Jaden Higgins just got one. Didn't he? The Texans gave him one.
The linebacker, forgot what team. He got one too. That's why all these 2nd round draft choices are waiting to see what happens.
What about Mekhi Williams? I think San Fran may have squared something away with him. I saw This was interesting. First class organization, 49ers. Again, the insiders are back. The NFL insiders. They were on a little bit of a vacation, and they put a clip back to the draft, and John Lynch on the phone was so excited. Here, speak to Kyle. As he's passing the phone, he's going like this for the war room to start clapping. That's first class organization type stuff. We saw plenty of war rooms. They all looked like dead. I'm sorry, my boy. Region, the Colts were like sleeping. And I don't mean to pick on you, but the Colts, I remember saying to myself, why do they look so like dead? Hello, boys. Oh.
Yeah, we can't wait for the season either, man. Can't wait.
Don, PLA, CA, Goats in the house, and the question: but teams only have 3 preseason games. When will NFL teams start to look good? Which league?
It seems like it's maybe the third game of the season they start looking good. By the 4th week, I think they're kind of dialed in.
It's an interesting question.
It is. It's a great question.
I mean, I take the fantasy season in like quarters. So once after week 4 is a quarter, week 8 is the midway point. Week 12 is 3 quarters, and then at week 16, we're just about hitting the playoffs in fantasy.
Yeah.
But we know way before that, though, Don. We know way before that how teams are performing and how their defenses are doing. I would say by week 4, I would give it probably a little bit more wiggle room than Rhino just now with 2 weeks. I think 2 weeks is. I would still give teams a pass, right? Shaking out in the beginning of the season, getting their feet underneath them, getting the rust off. Look how slow the Bengals start. That's good. Look at that example. Look how slow they come out of the gate. Every single season, one thing after another. I'm taking Judkins from anybody that's scared. I like that. I'm hoping. I'm crossing my fingers and I'm praying to the fantasy gods that this thing is just a bad misunderstanding. I really am.
Somebody said there was a video on. I saw somebody said there was a video of it, but I didn't look it up. They didn't produce it, so I don't know if that's false or what. I'm not trying to look it up either, to be honest.
I mean, it's not a good situation. It's not a good story. Now, stories are getting worse. Yeah, they are. They sure are getting worse. All right. Well, I mean, there's not much. We spoke about Judkins yesterday. There's not much to say. Like, I don't want to cast any aspersions. I'm hoping, like I said, I'm crossing my fingers that this is bad misunderstanding. I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. He's not speaking right now. There's a police report. There's a bad police report. The victim wants to prosecute. I mean, it's a bad. It's lousy. It's shitty. Any team y'all looking at that will be an underrated team this year? Underrated.
The Bears. And the Raiders, I think the Raiders are going to be underrated. They're not going to make the playoffs, but they'll be improved. Those are 2 teams I can just think off the back of my head.
I bet they do. After what just came out. Yeah, I would throw in the Panthers also.
Yeah, Panthers.
Probably not making the playoffs, but they should be improved as well. We're going to talk about Tet in a little bit. The Saints, my friend, no. The Saints, I would not put in that category, unfortunately. And yeah, Region, of course they have some remorse. Look what just happened with their draft pick. Now here's the thing. Here's what I was about to say. Like, he's most likely, unless he's put on the exempt list,
yeah,
which is like the kiss of death, He's going to start here. He'll be able to play. He's not. Nothing's going to get that rushed. The lawyers will be able to postpone and prolong, but still, if he's put on the exempt list, it's lights out. I mean, it's kiss of death. Colts to the Super Bowl.
Tennessee Titans could be a sneaky good team too.
Improved.
Yeah.
Improved. These teams should be improved. Now, when we say improved, I mean, like, let's say, like, what did the Panthers win? 5, 6 games. So if they get to 7, 8 games, that's an improvement. But it's not great. It's still not good. The Colts are going to have to win 10 games minimum. And the Texans are going to have to not win 10 games minimum. They're going to have to win no more than 9 games. The AFC South's getting a little bit more tougher as the seasons are progressing, as the years are going on. The Jaguars. What about the Jaguars?
Yeah. We don't have a Discord.
We should have a Discord. We're working on that.
We're working on that.
We
are on X though. If you're on X, you can find us at.
I appreciate that, Don. Just come here and support us, and the rest we'll take care of. We'll take care of you. We will give you fire advice, experienced advice, and if one of us doesn't have the answers, someone like this gentleman right over here, he'll have the answer for you. This guy. But he doesn't have the answers when I have to play him. We're in several leagues together. Is it the same name as the channel? Is what
YouTube or X, I think he's talking about.
No, the X would be right here. One right here. Here's us. You'll see this guy on X. You should see him.
Yep, you can ask me anything on X.
Rhino, how do you feel about Baker Mayfield?
I like Baker Mayfield. I am not hesitating at all to draft him. I know they got a new OC and everything, but I don't think there's gonna be much regression. They added another receiver, Nabuka. This be Bucky Irving's second year in. No, I'm all in on Mayfield. Now, can he throw for over 4,000 yards? Can he duplicate like he did last year? Maybe not, but he could probably be close to it.
I think Baker Mayfield is priced appropriately. Perfect. Like it's like the regression is already baked in to where his ADP is, and he's only thrown no more than 30 touchdowns. So last season throwing 40, that's just an outlier altogether. If he's going to continue to throw 30 touchdowns and continue to putting up the same amount of passing yards, that would pretty much put him exactly to where he's being drafted. The only thing that I could kind of like nitpick at would be the fact of, okay, teams, maybe they're going to be playing the Bucks differently. Maybe they're going to be anticipating where Baker's going with the ball.
Yeah.
Maybe okay. We know that they have 2 young, good wide receivers, and one hasn't even played a professional snap yet, and we think he's good. But they have now a second-year ready pro. So let's just say, even if Mike Evans were to go down, let's just say Chris Godwin isn't even the same guy. We still believe that this is exactly why they drafted Ibuka to begin with. But again, if he's going to turn the ball over, if he's going to not throw for 31, 32 touchdowns, it would give me cause to pause. Does the Cowboys quarterback improve this year? Yes. improve. It's not necessarily improve because he was hurt last year. It's more like will Dak return to form?
And when he
That
stays healthy.
and if he's fully healthy and fully stays healthy, yeah, yeah, Dak could be in for a big season. Irving is the Bucks offense. I'm glad you brought that up, Don,
Yeah.
because because if let's just say if the run game isn't as efficient as it was last season, I'm not suggesting that it's not going to be. Let's just say it's not. That means that Baker has to throw more. And if you're gonna continue, if you're gonna throw a lot of attempts, 50 attempts, 45 attempts, it could cause for turnover. Is Baker will Baker Mayfield most likely finish in a top 12, top 10 fantasy quarterback when this is all said and done, 2025?
I think so. I
Probably,
think so too.
probably. All right, here's one. Here's another one over here, guys. Mr. Brock Bowers. How's Brock Bowers doing these days? Expensive. That that's what he is these days. He's expensive
Yeah.
after one really good rookie season. Hey, look, Brock Bowers. I mean, I I I would you know me with tight ends to begin with.
Right.
I'm gonna spend an early second round pick, or even worse, a first round pick on a tight end, Brock Bowers, when we think that there's a 5-star running back on the team now as well.
Yeah, I'm there with you actually. Surprisingly, I and
Welcome.
just the fact that they have actually a quarterback that can throw the ball to receivers, you know, and they're not going to have to rely on getting the ball to Bowers all the time, and with Genty and the whole new offensive system. I'm not drafting him second or third, maybe third round. If he falls me in third round, then yeah, I'll do it. But
He's not going to.
no, he's not. But people are going off of what they saw last year, and that's gonna be hard. That's gonna be hard for him to duplicate.
153 targets.
Yeah, no, I mean, just the mere fact that they drafted Jack Besh and then Deontay Thornton too. So there's gonna be actually really good wide receivers out there that they can get the ball to, not the Trey Tuckers and not the, you know.
Look at Jason Willett. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and goats, we got Jason Willett. I think Bowers shows some regression this year also. Yeah. Well, in the same manner that Sam Laporta did. What if Brock Bowers gets nicked up, injured up a little bit?
Yeah.
Tell me it's out of the question? Of course it's not out of the question. But I like the point of Geno and the wide receivers and the running back for a better reason.
And Genty can catch the ball. So he can be catching some of the targets too. And plus, just the bottom line though too is the fact in the second, third round you can get a Puka Nakua or maybe or a top receiver or another running back that is kick ass in the second and third round. You get good tight ends. You get good tight ends in the fifth and sixth round, and later too.
I'd rather wait.
Yeah.
I'd rather wait. The one thing that I do kind of respect or admire with these tight ends, they hang in there. They seem to have a better shelf life.
Yeah.
They play. A lot of them seem to be playing well into their 30s, where you've got only a couple of outlier other skill position players, not quarterback, that are playing in their 30s. But I think more tight ends can make it into their 30s.
Look at Travis Kelce, what, 35? Or is he less?
He's
up there.
Yeah, no, I mean, hey, look, if your guy Jacoby is going to continue to have the same type of season again,
Mm-hmm.
he's not moving any needles. But if he has the same season, if one of these rookies pops here or there, that Brock Bowers, I'd be I'm not taking him there. But I could see why people would like to have Brock Bowers.
Yeah,
You're gaining the positional advantage most of the time.
especially tight end
Most of the
premium league.
time. And
Yeah,
and to add to, yes, if it's a
but
premium
now,
league,
okay,
then that's a different story.
so
Yes.
even with that, okay, say a tight end premium league, if they're only getting a point 5 more catches, I'm going to fade. I'm still fading. I'll wait because that doesn't move the needle. You know, 1 point, maybe 1/2 points, 2 points. Yeah, definitely.
No, well, I mean, if it's a top target earner, someone like we still think Bowers is going to command targets, like
Yes.
as in like probably if not the leading target getter, on some occasions second or third. So I mean, like if you're getting an extra half a point, it winds up being a big difference.
Yeah.
It does. But I would again, I'd rather again punt the position and draft a tight end later, and I don't want to. I don't need that positional advantage. I'd rather have the positional advantage at wide receiver or running back, without doubt. Jason's just trying to get people not to draft him. Is that what he's doing? Is that what he's doing, Region? You guys are fucking animals. You guys are fucking crazy animals. Goats, I love it. Got some good stuff for you, goats, coming up soon. Some good stuff.
Yes, sir.
David Montgomery. Monty. What are we doing with Monty? Monty is Monty. Monty's been reborn on the Lions.
Yeah.
Monty was a league winner, but that was 2 years ago. And last year he did well too.
Yeah.
He did
Take
very well.
out, he was injured. He missed 3 or 4 games last year because of injury.
He missed
If I
his, he
remember right.
missed he
Yeah.
missed a few games. Yeah,
So even where he's at, I'm taking him if he's there. You know, this it's a good spot for you to take him.
it's a safe spot,
Yeah.
or I should say it's a safe play. It is. I would think it. I would think it would be a just okay. I know at the very least what I'm getting here. We know that they want to at least utilize two running backs to some degree, but here's where it gets tricky for me. It's that some degree. And it also gets tricky with the Lions and how I don't think they're going to be scoring the same amount of points. But back to the snap share or the timeshare.
See, I think that changed. I think that goes more because we talked about this too. That's going to go more to Gibbs now.
Yes, yeah, I do. And whether Monty's just like completely relegated to like inside the 20, aka red zone, or he doesn't get on the field as much. And now that could be a problem. That could be a problem if you're drafting Monty in a sixth, seventh round.
True.
Let me see where he just went.
I think I've seen him go in the 8th, 9th, and 10th round too. So.
Region and Willett are in League 5, correct? Let's take a look at
Yeah.
League 5, fellas. Let's see where David Montgomery went in League 5. It's going to take me probably 20 minutes. There it is. Come to the shepherd. Results are in, ladies and gentlemen, boys and goats. The music.
What round, Jason?
Let's see this bad boy. This bad boy. Jason, would you reached for him a little bit? So tell us about this pick. Tell us what was going through what was the process here for David Montgomery in the fifth? Well, James Conner went off the board here. You didn't want the quarterback. You certainly didn't want Curious George Pickens. You weren't going to go Aaron Jones. You let Mixon go. You didn't want to do any of the rookie running backs here. It's James Cook, David Montgomery, Isaiah Pacheco. I mean, it's not a bad running back room. It's not bad. I would be a little concerned. I got Isaiah Pacheco on this list too, by the way. I got Isaiah Pacheco on here too.
Yeah, and he's right about the touchdown upside.
Yes.
Very much so.
Yes. And I think that's what's going to wind up saving our bacon, our Monty bacon. I do. And again, it's not like it's not like he's an old man.
No.
He gets injured a little bit, but nothing. We're not talking about repaired hamstrings or ACLs. We're not talking about that. But again, to go back to, to go back to how we think the lines are going to recalibrate a little bit. I think they're going to feed Jahmyr Gibbs more and more, and I don't think they're going to score as much as what they've been scoring. So that's it's like two red flags to one check mark. Like, yeah, I could see David Monty getting like that bruising goal line type of Jamal Williams 2022 work. Mm-hmm. That's what I really see.
Yeah.
Jamal Williams was not very good in between the 20s that year.
No, he wasn't.
But the dude got when they got down to like the 3-yard line, that shit was like automatic.
Yeah.
So we might as well just stay here with Isaiah Pacheco, because I mean, is he going to return to his form? I mean,
I'm nervous about it. I'm nervous about Pacheco.
Give me one reason why, and then I'll give you one reason why.
One of the reasons why is it's a crowded running back room.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So I'll go with that. He's just not that good. No. I mean, we've seen it. We've seen them behind a really good offensive line. And I kind of feel like it's kind of sort of like a 49ers type of deal. Like if you've got a really good offensive line, any running back is good.
Yeah.
Or most running backs are good. But he comes into this league with Cooks, with Breece Hall. I think he's in that year, right? Too. I think he's in that year, right? Yeah. 2022. He comes in a 5th, 6th round draft pick out of Rutgers. He's shot out of a cannon. He's like the Tasmanian devil. I don't think he's a very, very skillful. He's no Bijan Robinson. He's no Saquon Barkley. And the Chiefs keep drafting running backs. They keep bringing in running backs. But I don't want to throw dirt over Isaiah Pacheco yet either, because I think they're probably going to give him Jason Goat. They're probably going to give him the first crack, and I think that says, and it also says positively that he was already on a Super Bowl team, 2 of them. So I think he's going to get
It could be a hardcore running back by committee. With him, Kareem Hunt, and Rashard Smith. It very well could be.
I mean, hell, and here's the thing for me also. What could potentially help the cause? I believe that the Chiefs are going to return to more passing. So in case, there's just going to be more offense.
Yeah, we
that's the
talked about that. Yeah,
if that's the case, then we should just see them get tripped up at the 2 more often, and there should be more opportunity for Pacheco. We
and he might end up being like the David Montgomery. He might be the from the 5 yards in. You know,
I don't see him like that. He's not. He's not that. You know the body type.
but he breaks tackles.
Eh, I guess. Yeah. I
Yeah,
guess.
he runs hard and runs mad and runs through tackles.
But when it comes to that type of scenario, also we all know that they may just go to Kareem Hunt. Also,
Yeah.
I think Pacheco would probably need to break off some runs.
Yeah.
And it's possible because that's what he does. He breaks off runs. So I don't want to just write Pacheco off. And at this spot also, in the 6th round, again, it could be worse. It could be worse. You went with Pacheco where you could have done Caleb Johnson and you could have done RJ Harvey where Montgomery is.
Good God, Trayvon.
So he didn't want to go 5th round for the rookies. That would have been a little bit of a let me go up there and get him. Can't wait till Jordan Mason moves off of my bench. I got Jordan Mason too. I'm big on Mason. Reminds me, we need to do another upside, another late round dart throws. Is that what you wanted to do, Commissioner?
Yeah,
I know that's what you want to do. We have to make the commissioner happy, Goats, as much as possible.
dart throws that win your league sometimes.
I already rejected the first run of our intro video because the music's not going to be right for him. The music won't be. No, I'm like, nah. See, everything's beautiful, but this music's not going to work. Forget it. So okay, no problem. And guys, don't forget to keep all your eyes out for this man's Michael Jackson impersonation coming up very soon. Very soon.
It'll be a bad one, but I'll attempt it. I won't do my moonwalk. I think I'll do it Friday.
Region, were you here yesterday or did you catch yesterday's show? We had a nice Devon A. Chain segment. I'm a big Kenny Skywalker fan, but JX is in. Rhino, where do you stand on Kenny Walker?
I like Kenny Walker.
I don't like him here in the 3rd round, though.
No. No, 4th round, yes. 5th round, definitely, but no, not in the 3rd. Not 3rd. I know because they said they're going to be running the ball more, but is it going to be more of a split backfield with Charbonnet? It just you're hearing mixed things from the coach and then the OC over there because OC is hyping Walker up as a pass catcher and want to utilize him more as a pass catcher too. So we'll see. I mean, the preseason will show a little bit, at least first 2 games. Maybe a couple of series you can see how it might play out.
I mean, I love Kenny Skywalker. I do. And I feel like we're in the same conversation every single year with this guy. Every single year since 2020, 23, 24, this year. Same conversation with Kenny Walker. And I think he's just going to get us to around 13, 14, all purpose. Mm-hmm. And like 9 touchdowns. Okay, that's good. That's really good. That's what Chase Brown's going to get you that. And he's a year younger. And he's not injury prone yet.
Yeah.
New system, I'm running it. Dante Thornton. And will it go?
Right.
I mean, will it go? I get not being a big gambler on the rookies because they are unproven playing in the NFL. But I mean, this is where we get Jamar Chase. This is where we get Malik Neighbors. I mean, like, this is where we get Bijan Robinson from. I mean, you got to get with the dudes that are coming from big time programs. First round, second round capital. Yeah, of course, we take flyers on guys with later round capitals just based on the year, the draft class itself. I get it. Look, we're gonna play here at the Fantasy Goats like we're in Yankee Stadium. We're swinging for the fences here, Goats. We'll be cautious where we need to be, but we're not squaring up for bunts here.
No.
Speaking of rookies, Ted McMillan. Now I can understand some trepidation. I can understand why you would want to pass on him. I may want to pass on him, but I also kind of feel like I want a piece of Ted, because what if this Carolina Panthers team does move the ball better? What if Bryce Young has figured this out?
He looked like he was starting to last year.
Yes, he
You
did.
would think that he would feed off how the end of the year went. And with Tet, I understand that too. But you look at him, he has all the tools. And he seems to have it together too. So I'd take a flyer on him. I would take a flyer.
I would like to take the flyer, and I would like to I'm kind of like, I'm skittish on the ADP. I still am. It's a little high. He may beat it. He may wind up smashing, but what if he's slow out of the gate? What if it is the Xavier Legette show and Jalen Cocaine?
Yeah.
Yeah. What if he's just like a possession spot receiver? And what if he's just a red zone target? Doesn't mean you convert on all those. So I think it could wind up being a very good investment, but I could also see it being like there was like a lot of smoke to this one.
Is part of the trepidation, do you think, because of where Robert Harrison Jr. went last year? I know he went in the first round, but everybody thought he was going late first, sometimes middle first. And look what happened. So I wonder if some people are having trepidation, maybe taking a rookie wide receiver that early because of that.
No, because and you make an excellent point, but for the simple fact that Ted McMillan is not going as high,
right,
as Marvin Harrison went.
But look who is going right around him though.
The running backs.
Mm-hmm.
The running backs. But what do we know about this class? I'm
taking flyers. I've taken Trayvon Henderson. I've taken flyers on RJ Harvey.
Right.
Caleb. Yeah. I'm taking flyers.
Right. But what is it about this class? What do we know about this class going into it? This was the running back class.
Yes. Yep.
This was a weaker class for wide receiver. The best wide receiver is a cornerback.
Yep.
That's why I don't want to deal with Jaden Higgins. I don't want to deal with Jalen Noel. I don't want to deal with you know what I mean? Like, yes, of course I want to deal with them, but like
in the later rounds. Yeah.
I'm gonna be a wait and see guy. Last season was the fucking to anybody that's sensitive out there. Last year was the wide receiver class, and we got it served up perfectly. Mm-hmm. Despite Marvin Harrison being not as productive as we would have liked, but we certainly got it out of Neighbors. We got it out of McConkey. The wide receivers, they came in. But yeah, so I think Tet is going fifth round as like, and he was like he's a top 10 draft pick. That's again, I'm a little hesitant. I want to buy into Ted. I want to buy into like it's the perfect it's the perfect system. It's the perfect landing spot. But I could also see it going south where it won't really pay off. Or if it does, it's just going to pay off in the fifth round. Now, let me ask you this. I already have your answer.
Ask me anyways.
5.1, Cortland Sutton. 5.2, JMO. 5.3, Zay Flowers. 5.4,
I'm taking Jamin. I'm taking Jameson Williams. In a heartbeat.
Who's calling? Who's texting?
My grandson.
Did you tell your grandson to come over to start recording? All right, let's get to one more tight end, one more running back. I've got Evan Ingram here. Evan, mother-loving Ingram, who we're really high on because he's now cherry-picked by Sean Payton. He finds himself in a very advantageous situation with an offense that we believe is ascending, and Evan Ingram is allergic to the end zone almost.
I think hopefully that changes this year though too.
We hope that it changes. That's right.
That's the one downfall. And if you think about like back when Jimmy Graham was the tight end for the Saints, they went to him a lot in the end zone. He was the main red zone target. So I'm hoping that Evan Ingram's the same way. Because he's a mismatch.
Each one of these dudes has a function.
Yeah.
Has their role in the offense. And I think it's kind of lazy bones narrative, like, oh yeah, well, this guy's playing the Jimmy Graham. Not that you make it lazy, but the narrative is already established. He's like kind of sort of like the Michael Thomas / Marquise Colts. I think that's lazy narrative because these dudes are not the same players. They may be in the same. They may be serving the same role.
But you get a good idea of how Peyton likes to use his tight ends.
They're in the same
tight end like Evan Ingram.
Right. And again, that's why Evan Ingram is like, yeah, I would wait, not draft Bowers, not draft Trey McBride. If and try to snatch him in the 7th round, 6th round, yeah, I would be happy with that.
Yep, and then you could turn around and draft Tyler Warren two rounds later.
Or Colston.
Yeah.
Yes, you can. And at the same time, so yeah, he has been a target monster. He's been a reception merchant.
Yeah.
4 touchdowns. 5 touchdowns.
I think hopefully I'd rather have less catches and more touchdowns. There's gonna have to be happy medium somewhere around there. Even if he had 75 catches for 800 yards and 8 TDs, that'd be a pretty good season.
And
I think that might be doable too.
In where we're drafting Evan Ingram, that would be good. That would be very good. But again, we're just laying out the caution. Are we right to draft that? Are we making the right move? That's what we're here to talk about, Goats.
Yeah.
Are we making the right move?
Yes.
Well, yeah, it's probably the right draft pick. Absolutely.
100%, man. 100%.
It's probably the right draft pick. I wouldn't expect 12 touchdowns and 95 catches either.
No.
That would be some sort of historic stuff. Guys, if you haven't already, please do so and like the video. if you haven't already subscribed, please do so. We just hit our milestone the other day, yesterday. We're very happy about that.
Now we're on the way to 500.
Our pre-training camp. That's right. Our pre-training camp milestone was met, and we're already marching. We're marching like a freaking army.
Let's go. Ready. I'm ready.
We're marching like John Connor's soldiers against the resistance. Only this Connor is on borrowed time as far as I'm concerned. He's a really good fantasy running back, and yet this man is still going in the middle of the draft. I mean, like, when are the wheels going to fall off of this guy? Because I would have thought for sure that he would have been done at least 2 years ago. He's on borrowed time as far as I'm concerned. But I get it.
I'm hesitant to draft him.
But I get it.
I'm hesitant. Just because that and the fact that Benson, they said that Benson is going to get more.
They did?
Yeah.
I didn't hear. Well, if you heard that, then it's gospel.
They coached to that. They want to get him more involved in the offense than he was last year. Because he's a home run hitter too.
Connor or Benson?
Benson.
Yeah, we saw nothing of him last year, which goes back to circle right back to James Conner. It's like this.
But was that on Benson or was that on the OC and head coach?
I would say more on the OC and head coach, and put like a small little piece on maybe Trey Benson didn't show them enough.
He started to show up a little out towards the end of the season, so maybe that's why.
Yet they still put DeMarcado on the field and Michael Carter Jr. on the field, right? Isn't Michael Carter Jr. on this team?
I think so. No, he's been on so many teams. I lost track of where he went.
Amari DeMarcado's on this team. They love him.
I loved him for one game.
Yeah, I see that game right now. I see that game.
Yeah.
As I see you and I see Region, I see DeMarcado to the house. But still, I mean, what if Connor pulls off another one of these seasons that is kind of like a poor man's Derrick Henry, and he makes it 17 games and he gets you the same requisite that he's been doing. I mean, like he would be an absolute steal, absolute steal. That's what you're rolling the dice with. That like, give me one more year.
If I'm drafting Connor, I'm going to draft Trey Benson in the 15th, 14th, 15th, 16th round.
You know that. If I had to prioritize, you ready? If I had to prioritize the most important handcuffs in fantasy, Tyler Algier is one.
Oh yeah,
and Benson must be 2 or 3.
Yep.
Who else? Keaton Mitchell.
Garonda would be number 2.
Keaton Mitchell, folks. Region, Jason, rest of the goats. If you're in a deep league, if you're thinking about Derrick Henry, that's the dude that you want. Not necessarily Justice Hill. I'm fairly confident it would be Keaton Mitchell that gets the go.
He'll be 100% healthy now.
Should be.
Yeah.
Should be. All right. Do we have time for one more, or what do you guys think? Wish you guys could talk to us. And that would be like Spaces, and I want nothing to do with those.
We're retired from the Spaces.
I want nothing to do with that circus.
Yeah,
but I do see some value to it. I do.
Yeah.
We covered 7. Yeah, let's get one more in.
All right.
One more
One
for
more.
Jason. Let's see. Chris Olave.
Uh-uh.
Keep
Swat him
saying
to the ground. I'm swatting him to the ground.
you keep saying no. Why would somebody want to? Is like why should there be caution?
Well,
Besides the fact
why would they want to? He's proven he can. He's proven he can do it. He's proven he can be a wide receiver one. But it's the concussions that scare the crap out of me. Scared the crap out of me. One more, he could be balling 2-3 games in the season, and then halfway through the fourth game, come down his head and be out for the rest of the season.
man, this guy is taking shots left and right.
And plus, the quarterback situation
See, that's
is kind of not knowing. I mean, it's one of those things where I see how they're going to look at the season. I mean, I trust Kellen Moore as a coach and what he can do, but still,
that's pretty cool, Region. Doing a live space when we draft our Colts chat draft. I mean, all right. So if a controlled space for 12 of you guys, it's audio rather than physically being with one another. All right. Like I said, I do see some value in them for sure. Chris Olave is a blue chip prospect from the Ohio State University. Some thought that he was going to be better than Garrett Wilson. The problem with Chris Olave, as you're pointing out, is his availability.
Yeah.
Now, if, let's just say, hypothetically, this man, when we can't say figures out how to, how to roll over when he gets hit like Tua. No, it doesn't work like that for a receiver who's always standing upright like that. But let's just say he doesn't get hit and doesn't get his bell rung. I do think the Saints are going to have to be throwing the ball all over the place.
Yeah.
I think he could run. He's got more tools, and he could run more routes more effectively than Rashid Shaheed.
Oh, I agree too.
He's more talented of the two.
Rashid is just run down field, throw my hand.
So I mean, so again, if it's going to be Tyler Shook, that's gotta look for a wide receiver because he's going to have to look for a wide receiver often. Or if it's Spencer Rattler, who, by the way, is going to compete with Tyler Shook for the starting job. One of them, either one. I think Chris Olave could be in line for a boatload of targets in 17 games.
I agree, but just the fact that it won't take much for him to have a concussion. That's the sad thing right there. It won't take much.
It won't take much. You're if you're buying Chris Olave, you're buying the built-in risk with it. Absolutely.
No risk it, no biscuit, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I happened to have Shaheed on a dynasty squad. I loved him. I looked like a genius, and he tore his ACL. We'll see how that plays out. He is the burner. He is the dude that could get open. And he actually, Rashid also started to show some signs that he was pretty decent with more routes. But Chris Olave, I get both. That's why he's a caution, folks. That's why he's a caution. Well, I don't know where Rhino went. We know where Rhino went. Rhino had to go drain his Rhino. All right, goats. I appreciate you, Jason Goat, Region Goat, to all the goats. We'll be back. Look out for our content in the middle of the week. Wednesdays and Thursdays, we drop shows, recorded shows. We'll be back Friday with a mock draft. You guys know you have 24/7 access to us at all times. We appreciate your support. I appreciate your support. Oh, you're back.
Yeah. My grandson stopped by to get some stuff, a couple things. So
I thought you were draining the donkey.
No. You're stupid, dude.
I thought you were draining the donkey. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, there goes Rhino. It's an emergency. Well, I was just saying goodbye to the goats. That's what I did.
Goodbye, everybody. Be a difference, make a difference. Stay tuned for Friday. Mock Draft Friday. Moonwalk Friday.
And I already told them about the content that we drop in the middle of the week. Our recorded stuff. All
Yeah.
this shit is fucking hitting the wall. All of it, baby. All of it, goats.
Just keep on riding with us, man. Come season time, it'll be full throttle, man. Full throttle.
Guys, and also, fellas, we're also a few weeks away from launching Doc. But you guys are already in there, so all you need to do is just like stay put. All right, guys. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you very much. Appreciate you very much.
Thank you.